What's up, everybody? It's Joseph R. Wheeler, the third, the artist, the founder, and the president of the Honest Con Foundation. Let me say early that this video is strictly, and I do mean strictly, for edutainment purposes only, meaning education and entertainment. Anything, I repeat, anything I say about any of the beautiful ladies that will be discussed is not because I'm pretending to know these people personally, okay? I don't know these ladies. I'd love to meet all of them, but I have never met any of them thus far. You know, I'll say it just like that, THUS far, because hey, life is life, and you never know. You never know when a good thing could be around the corner, a great thing could turn into a beautiful thing, and a beautiful thing could be your whole future. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know, right? So, that said, views and opinions expressed are just those of mine personally, do not necessarily reflect those of all of Honest Con's affiliates, associates, sponsors, etc. SHENSEEA of Jamaica. Oh my gosh. We'll get back to breaking it down, but let me finish the list. Let me try to, you know what, maybe I'm not gonna do it like that. I'll just do them one as I go. Because if I try and do it like that, I'm bound to forget and not cover one of the ladies that I've mentioned. So I'll just start with SHENSEEA. SHENSEEA, I found out about this gorgeous woman, oh man, what's it been? It's been some years. I mean, probably 6, 7, 8 years, I don't know. I really have lost count of how many years I've been aware of her. But I admit I didn't know her music so much. I just saw her and said, good gracious alive, who is that? Damn, she's stunning. You know, it was that kind of reaction, right? And just completely my type. I have types plural. She definitely one of them. She completely fills one of the slots as, this is an example of type this. Like that type, that's her, that's SHENSEEA. Good gosh, this woman, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love that accent. Straight up Jamaican gal. Little bit of country girl to her. I saw her recently fishing. That literally melted my heart because y'all know I love fishing.
Today I'm going fishing for my birthday. Right now I have vibes up to boss up because yeah, why not? It's a good
angler through and through. So a lady that will fish and ain't scared to fish or do anything outdoorsy, hiking, anything outdoors related, your points go through the roof real quick, right? So she gets that. SHENSEEA is a performer. She is a singer. She is, you know, a major Jamaican star that is starting to become she's been an international star, but I think her name and her brand is growing. She's gonna have that moment, I think, if not now, soon, where she'll be the it girl of Jamaica, in my opinion. I think she might already be, to be honest, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. She'll be that representative for the whole island. Like, this is our Miss Jamaica of dancehall queendom, you know, as far as just the epitome of, she's too gorgeous to deny. There ain't a man alive wouldn't say that's a pretty woman. I don't care what your taste. And she's not only just got the look, but if you've ever watched her in her interviews and everything, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's well expressing of her ways and her life and how she runs her stuff. I recently found out she had a son already, and she adores her baby, of course. That's a strong characteristic. I admit I'm less keen on women who have kids when I think about, you know, any form of commitment or, Lord forbid, the marriage level, because I can't get the taste of the thought that another man has already, you know, whether, you know, it didn't work out, whatever the situation may be, and I respect all of that. I understand how that goes. I said I'm divorced. I'm just lucky I didn't have no kids out of it. But it just makes it harder, makes it damn sure harder to move forward. But the older I get, I'm seeing how that matters less and less, because you're gonna have to face that it's a variable. It's still not a must. And I like to stress that, because a lot of people act like as soon as you get to my age, you gotta take what you can get, and that's all you're gonna get is us over here with all these babies hanging off us. It's like, no, baby, I'm sorry, but that ain't the way it works. You trying to Jedi mind trick folk out of remembering that if a man is my age and is a certified silver fox as I am, oh, please believe the young ones still be hollering. Or if I holler, they holler back. You know, it ain't to say that they gonna be right for me. It ain't to say that they got the mental fortitude to work with a brother, but you know, it's still an option, and the man don't have to. Now, here's the problem with that, and I'm gonna say this real quickly. The only other problem with that is a lot of these young ones having kids too early. They be, you find a little, hey, I always say 25 and up is very eligible, okay? Very eligible. But 27, my favorite for even really talking, because that's when the brain should be closed on its development, right? They say the frontal lobe between 25 and 27. Okay, so, but a lot of these women are that age having kids already, been had kids. You know, Lord forbid they got 2 or more. Like, good gracious, woman, why did you do this to yourself? But they don't see it that way when they're young and they wild and whatever. But SHENSEEA having her own bag and everything, she got her own money, she's got a career and everything, you know. Hey, I always say, I'm not, financially is the only thing in my way. Once I get established on that, hey, the world is my oyster, as they say, right? And I know this because that's typically all a good brother needs to complete the package for everything else I know I got going for me, right? So, I don't know. I'm just throwing that in there to say that does make it a little complicated for SHENSEEA of who would possibly wear the crown the quickest, because that's what I'm gonna end this video with, to say who would be my most potential out of all these ladies I got crushes on, like realistically, based on my life, my things I like, right? Okay. The other thing to mention again is I am a sapiosexual, heterosexual man. What does that mean? That means sapiosexual, and you better look it up quick if you hear the word sexual and think something weird. No, it just literally means that you have to be intelligent and sensually stimulating. Like, I look at you and I'm like, damn, she's gorgeous, but okay. Next thing I'm wondering is, I hope her brain is as beautiful as her body and her face. Because if it ain't, yo, thanks for the show. I appreciate it. I still look. I'll follow you. You know, I have plenty of gorgeous bimbos I follow. Yeah, I hell yeah, most men do. We don't get, you know, and a lot of dudes like them dumb. They know what they want, as dumb as they can get. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not interested. Hey, I'll talk to you for entertainment. Oh, this is fun. Wow, she really is this stupid. But I'm not gonna take you serious. Hell to the no. Not at all.
Like I'm dumber. We ought to get them smarter. Baby, take my order.
Nope. So everybody on this list has proven that they have sapio qualities, by the way. I want to make it very, very clear they have intelligentsia, or they would not be on the list, all right? Okay, next up. I have always had a crush on this lady ever since I saw her, because she is so damn cute and energetic and fun and very smart in every interview. As a matter of fact, I probably see more on her talking than anybody on this list, maybe. DEMETRIA Obelora. Hold on, let me say the name right. Obelora. See, don't come for me, and don't send this to her and be like, he don't even know how to say your name. Yes, I do too. So DEMETRIA Obelora. I did a video about DEMETRIA already, an homage video to her, because I just had to give her her absolute shine, because she's the thing about her that I like off the top of my head most. She's honest. She's real. And it's literally part of her brand. Like I said earlier, people, those of us who are realists and still in the public eye, you understand how to put yourself out there and exaggerate the best qualities of yourself, but you never have to be fake about it, because all of it's you. You just, you know, you may not even be in the mood when you press play to be your upbeat self, but you find it and you share that part of yourself. And it's believable because this is who she really is. You see what I'm saying? So she loves food. She is a foodie to the fullest. And she likes, quite frankly, a lot of rich, very salty, greasy, fast food. Some folk would say junk food type stuff. I've seen her literally do an episode from a freaking Popeye. I'm like, what are you doing in Popeyes? Damn. But she's just that real about what she likes. Now, I'm not a fast food junkie. I was at one time in my life. A lot, if not all of that has been deleted out of my reality. The only time I get caught with that is if I'm in some place and there's no option and I gotta eat and I'm starving and I don't have access to a kitchen to cook for myself. Because y'all know, if you know my channel, I cook. All right. And she's a cook too. I seen her do her videos where she's at home making mac and cheese and I'm just like, damn. You know, and she's aware of herself. She's aware of her body. She knows she's a thick, curvy girl. She knows she's got this beautiful face, this long, naturally long hair. She wears the wigs and weaves and all that too. But what I love most is her shit is real. You understand me? Just with no wig, no weave, she's, one of them, everybody's mixed, but she one of them mixed girls with, the cocoa cream skin and the jet black wavy hair. And I ain't gonna front. I love that. That right there is a default combination for me to be like, God damn, what's up? I love me some Latinas. When I first saw her, I thought she might be. Then she started talking. I hear her talk about her heritage. She's Nigerian. And she's also got some, European ancestry and everything. But I'm like, oh, okay, she that blend. I see you. Okay, boo-boo. I'm with all that. Cause shit, I got European blend mixed with African, mixed with Native American, okay, Native Indigenous, okay. So I relate to all that, I get it. And I also know that she's been through it because of that. She's been through it because of how she looks on both sides. Black folk hating on you because, you think you all that because you got this look. And she done been through it with black folk ignorant, don't know nothing about Nigeria or Africa and can't believe she's anything African. And it's like, yes, I'm very proudly African. God dang right. I love that because I am too. It's like, claim your roots and be respectful of your ancestors. All of them. Not just handpicking the ones that go with what's more... accepted by Euro-based mainstream societies of colonization. No, she ain't with none of that. And she's aware of herself and she speaks to that truth. Freaking love that. Again, sapio. Speak to my brain, baby. Tell me you got that intellect. Tell me you thinking. And she's outside the box. Like my best. You watched my video where I gave her credit before, and it was me reviewing her list of the famous Cheesecake Factory and other places for a first date. What would be good for her and why. And she said, I love the Cheesecake Factory because you got all these options and I don't care about the price being crazy. I'm there to meet the person and get to know this man. And I said, oh, woman, yes. What? Yeah. Woo. 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 Speak my speak. Yes. She the real, man. She the real. I'm trying to tell you, she the real. So all of that put together, I tell you, these are all pros. The only, and I wouldn't even say it's a minus, I'd say the only challenge I could see with a woman like Demetria would be, because she's such a foodie, and because she's naturally thick and muscular, like she got one of them athletic thick bodies, like she big boned it, but it ain't all, it's barely, from what I would observe, cellulose. She got muscle, right? But I do know from knowing other people with her type of natural build, she got the potential of becoming a big girl if she didn't keep her workout rolling. But she works out regular, and she's aware that, I gotta work out regular. I'm in the public eye. She's a newscaster. She does journalism. So all of those things affect how she gonna be seen and everything. And she wants to look her best on camera. So I know she gonna do her best. She gonna do her best to always look her best. But I always worry, like, if a lady gets older and just get tired of the routine, would she slip up? Would she stop wanting to hit the gym? Would she stop caring and still want to eat all that food because she loves food? And then you're dealing with somebody who's going to get big and be like, get off me. I'm going to be how I want to be. Don't be telling me, you said you love me. I am this. Yeah, but baby, I don't want to love all that. I'm going to love you regardless, but can we get this waist back to something feasible? Like, you know what I mean? So that's that part. And she don't have no kids. And I get the feeling I don't know if I've ever heard her say she wants kids, but something tells me she's the type who would want a family like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What's up, y'all? So here's my final analysis on both of these ladies. And yes, I'm in the kitchen. Yes, it's early morning. I'm just wearing my around the house type clothes and everything. And I'm actually cooking too. So, you know what I'm saying? I talk it, I walk it. Demetria, I cook, baby. Making them plantains. SHENSEEA. Oh, you like tostones, mama? You like tostones, mama? Yeah, you know what it is. And this is something I do regularly too. Anybody who watch my channel knows, man, that man always cooking plantain. Like every day. Yeah, every other day, if not every day. Like seriously. Like I always say, I have a very Caribbean, honorary, Afro-Latino diet and way about my life. So, yeah. So, in breaking it down, whose balloon do I have to pop between these two absolutely amazing women? Oh my God, I swear to goodness, if I could afford the lifestyle that y'all have already established for yourselves. I'm not there yet, I admit that, but I'm gonna get there. So I might get to where, hell, who can afford to be with me? You know what I'm saying? But see, it ain't about money. It ain't about money. Y'all know I lead with respect first, then power, then money. And Demetria speaks to that. She said some things that fit that philosophy. I'm not saying that SHENSEEA doesn't think like that. She probably does. I just haven't seen anything where she said anything outright about that. And then there's the kid factor. As gorgeous as SHENSEEA is, to be honest, if I had a chance and could afford to be with a lady like her, I'd be like, bump it. Let's work this out. As long as I could have my own child with her, yeah, whatever. Let's figure it out. If she could still, want to take, let's do one more, okay, and then be done. You know what I mean? Okay. But because it is what it is, situation's a little deeper. Let me add this to the list about SHENSEEA. She can cook too. I didn't mention that. I need to say, I've seen a video of her getting down. So you talk about make it hard on a brother. Both of them can cook. and as far as, figuring everything, SHENSEEA is definitely the more, just seems like she's naturally slim or whatever, slimmer. But that don't mean nothing. If you like to cook and everything, just like I said, in general, any lady can blow up if she don't watch her waistline and stay diligent about the doggone thing. You gotta stay diligent about staying fit. And I'm not even like a super gym type dude. I just hike and I walk all the time. And I will get down and do my push-ups and lift my dumbbells. You feel me? So I ain't saying you got to be always up in no gym or anything. Let me make that clear. I'm just saying that for anybody else who might be thinking about what I had to say about that. But the bottom line is this. I don't have a pen, but I'm just gonna act like I'm popping a balloon, you know what I'm saying? SHENSEEA, baby, I swear, if words could express the way you still have my heart, but I gotta pop. I gotta pop. It's the kid thing, man. It's the kid thing. It makes it too complicated, at least for where I'm at right now and how I think about that topic. But Demetria's over here, to my knowledge, people be in the public eye and just hiding all kind of stuff. She might have 5 kids. I know you ain't got no kids. At least I hope you don't. But you never know, right? But I'm just saying, based on what has been revealed that I am aware of, she don't have no kids. She's absolutely gorgeous. Career is popping. She popping. And it's her energy and her outlook on life and how she speaks on it. I've just heard more from her that I like. So...
Do we want the same things? Like, I like to have a good time. I like to travel. I like to be spontaneous. I like to work out. Like, do the things that I like to do align with what you like to do? Would we be compatible? Like meeting the person that I want to marry. I mean, I can only do so much. Okay?
Demetria, come here, boo. Yo, if y'all like this, I will be doing more. It's fun to me. It just helps me get my thoughts out about this. And maybe it helps somebody else to get clear on what means something to them in relationships. This has been Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, and president of the Undercover Foundation. For that segment of all our multi-niche content, subscribe, known as Relationship Goals in the Art Life. Peace, y'all.